What's up guys, Jason Julius here, and in this video we're going to talk about how masturbation can cause premature ejaculation. Alright, so you want to last long enough for your woman to have at least one orgasm before you do so that she really enjoys the experience. However, sometimes it's hard or difficult to last that long so that she can really feel comfortable taking the time to let go an orgasm. For some women that can take 20, 30 minutes. However, us guys aren't necessarily designed by default to last 20 or 30 minutes every single time during sex. It's something we have to condition ourselves to do. And there's no evolutionary advantage to being able to last 20 or 30 minutes. The quicker you plant the seed, so to speak, the better. So we really have to understand that we all have the capacity to last as long as we want, but we really have to build upon that capacity and really condition ourselves. Where most guys really shoot themselves in the foot is during masturbation. I get it that a lot of times you just need that quick release, that the relief. You don't want to be sitting there masturbating forever. However, that quick release masturbation over and over and over again oftentimes creates an auto response in your brain. Your brain works in patterns. It works on whatever you repeat over and over and over again, builds grooves into the brain, and literally makes that the easiest path, the path of least resistance, so to speak, so that your mind just does what it's been automatically trained or conditioned to do. Both your physiology and your psychology want to go to the default pattern that your mind has created. And when we've repeated that over and over again, where you just have that quick release masturbation, oftentimes that starts when you're younger, completely understandable. However, that puts that in the grooves of your mind. And if you've never conditioned yourself otherwise, then you've never created new grooves and a new road for your brain to be able to easily go down. So yes, there is a bit of causality with masturbation and premature ejaculation. When you have that quick release from quick release masturbation constantly, you weaken your PC muscle, and having a strong PC muscle is super important to be able to last longer. And when you have that quick release masturbation, it will actually weaken it, as well as create a autopilot response, so to speak, that we don't really want. So what do you do about it? Well, if you're having difficulty controlling your ejaculation, starting out, you really do need to condition yourself. You need to put in the reps of practicing lasting longer. First, you need to strengthen your PC muscle, and I do have a video on my channel on how to do that. And then you need to know how to use your PC muscle, which I created another video. It's about having a strong PC muscle, but then being able to relax it is going to give you a lot more control. And so that's a good place to start. But third, you really need to actually condition yourself. And in the beginning, that does mean practice via either masturbation or with your partner, just understanding that you really need an environment where you can really tune in and notice and understand your autopilot responses that are coming up. And you might be watching some pornography, so to speak, and just overwhelmed by the excitement, and you notice your body starting to tense up. You notice the auto response of the exaggerated excitement, and you can actually start to calm yourself down and recognize those types of things and condition yourself. So yeah, you want to try to last as long as you can during those moments when you're really tuned into your own physiology and psychology, so that you can recognize those things and practice. If you practice twice a week for say 6 to 8 weeks, you could really start to put new grooves in the mind and really change the outcome of what your auto response looks like. If every time you've ever ejaculated, it's been within a couple of minutes, that's the only thing that your mind and body has been conditioned to do. You just need to condition it to have a different response, to give you more control. And little by little, then you're gonna actually be able to last 20, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 2 hours, however long you need to last, and it just will come naturally to you because you've conditioned it into your mind. So that's a big piece to understand, is that if you've never practiced, then you're not gonna get the result. It's like maybe working out one time and expecting huge muscles. You have to put in the reps to actually get the result that you want. And Fourth, I would say one of the things you really need to do while you're practicing is practice threshold control. It's the idea that sex is not linear for your own excitement, your own arousal. You want to take your arousal up and then back down at certain points. And I do have another video on that as well. It's over on my blog at jasonjulius.com/control. So if you want to check that out, please do. And I'll leave links to the other videos about strengthening your PC muscle. If you've not seen those, I will leave those the links in this video somewhere. And yeah, hopefully that helps you understand your own physiology and understand a little bit about premature ejaculation, and that you can get the result that you want. You just need to put in a little bit of practice and a little bit of time. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I have a lot more cool content coming up, and I will see you in the next video.